Artificial intelligence is making waves in the commercial sphere with so many company leaders investing in it big time, but only about a third of them are actually training their employees in the technology. Why is there a gap? Hear what Mike Thompson, the CEO of Learner Mobile, has to say about that.
Yeah, it's certainly exciting, and in some cases it might even be somewhat overwhelming. And I do think that there's a significant gap in really enabling and equipping our workforce to responsibly and ethically, productively use AI to the advantage that it's capable of bringing our today's workforce.
Yeah, and I will point out that LinkedIn shows that 4 out of 5 employees, they want to be proficient in AI and they feel like it can help them at their jobs here. So first, what is AI literacy?
Yeah, I just think it's the ability to use and leverage AI to its potential. There are certainly some pretty significant mistakes that can be made if you're not careful. But as long as you know what you're doing in the AI process, it can have tremendous impact on not only just the productivity, but also just lowering costs and enhancing content that is so necessary. So we got to be careful of the watchouts.
Yeah, you're so right, Mike, because what they call hallucinations can occur when AI just gives flat out false information. What's the return on investment for these companies training their employees in this technology?
I think it's significant. You know, my company, Learner Mobile, we certainly have AI deeply integrated into content authoring. And what we've seen from instructional designers that are writing training and curriculum for today's workforces, they're reducing their time by more than half. So if typically it takes about 35, 40 hours to write an hour of training, they're able to do it now in 10 to 15 hours by leveraging AI appropriately.
Mike, would you say that people can effectively go on AI and ask it how it can help them at their work and then even train them?
Absolutely. I think that's one of the biggest advantages. I think the thing that we've got to be careful of is, like you said, hallucinations, knowing you and I can admit when we're wrong. We can admit when we don't have the right answers, but certainly AI does not do that. It's always going to serve up something. So we have to be very, very careful there. The other thing we have to be careful of is just bias, not just our bias, but system bias that it brings into that deliverable. And then the last thing that we got to watch out for is just the stale knowledge. A lot of these AI systems stop at 2022. The year of 2022. So we're not, it's not pulling from 2023 and 2024 data. So as long as we know those watchouts and orient for that, we'll be in great shape.
Yeah, and then all this comes as the KPMG survey says that 3/4 of employers call generative AI a top investing priority and that it can boost innovation and profitability, which we touched on.
Yeah, I think it's important to invest in it because it's AI, I think, is more of a progress, not perfection approach. AI is going to continue to get better. We're going to continue to get better in developing our expertise and how we use it. Some people are fearful of it, and I'm not one of those people. I think just like the internet early on, people were really, really scared, but over time we've shown the power and the value and the benefit of the internet. Same thing with social media. You can use it for bad or you can use it for good. I think the good outweighs the bad in social media. I think AI is going to be in a similar position there. And I feel like it's going to be, it's going to win out because people are figuring out the right ways, the responsible ways, the ethical ways to use it. And when you do, there's significant benefit.
Mike Thompson, CEO of Learner Mobile, thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you, Kevin.